Welcome to Movie Magic 96, your one-stop shop for all things movies. From reviews to unboxings and collections, I'm here to celebrate the magic of cinema. Now, before we get started, remember there are 3 rules you must follow if you want to survive this review. 1. Avoid bright light. 2. Don't get them wet. 3. And never ever feed them after midnight. If we can stick to that, we'll make it out safe, although, looks like somebody already fed their mogwai. Here we go again. Gremlins is directed by the legendary Joe Dante, who previously made Piranha, Rock and Roll High School, and the cult favorite The Howling. The script was written by none other than Chris Columbus, who would later go on to direct classics like Home Alone, Mrs. Doubtfire, and the first 2 Harry Potter films. This movie also introduced us to Zach Galligan in his very first role at just 20 years old. He stars alongside Phoebe Cates, who had her breakout in Fast Times at Ridgemont High, and rounding out the cast you've also got Judge Reinhold and a young Corey Feldman. Something I love about older films like this is how they don't overshow the monster right away. In the opening scene at the antique shop, when Randall first sees Gizmo, it's shown from the Mogwai's point of view, keeping the mystery alive. The score is whimsical and adventurous, almost something you'd expect from Danny Elfman. Gizmo's little humming theme is instantly iconic. The characters also really stand out. Polly Holiday as Ruby Deagle feels like a cartoon villain straight out of 101 Dalmatians Cruella de Vil vibes. Even the family dog, Barney, deserves credit. The way he unties himself in the bank shows how well trained he is and is adorable. I also love Randall's failed inventions. The bathroom buddy, the egg beater, the orange juicer, they're quirky, fun, and give the movie this cartoonish energy. It reminds me of Dill Pickles from Rugrats. And of course, Gizmo himself is a miracle of puppetry. His expressions, whether he's yawning, frowning, or looking wide-eyed, are so full of personality that you can't help but love him. On the flip side, the Gremlins each have their own mischievous traits, which keeps them entertaining instead of just being generic monsters. It's also worth pointing out this is a Christmas horror movie. Snow, carolers, It's a Wonderful Life playing on TV, it's all there just wrapped around a creepy monster story. The cocoon transformation scene feels like it came straight out of Alien, and it's still gross to look at today. Stylistically, the movie leans into German expressionism, with slanted camera angles that give certain moments a surreal horror edge. The first kill comes at around the 49-minute mark with the teacher, Mr. Hansen. It's left a little vague what exactly happened to his hand and what was in that syringe. Now, let's talk about one of the best sequences, Mrs. Peltzer in the kitchen. She absolutely steals the spotlight here, killing several gremlins by the blender, knife, and even the microwave. It's brutal, creative, and makes her badass. There's also a clever bit with Murray, who rants about gremlins being shipped from overseas. At first it just seems like drunken paranoia, but later when he yells, "They do exist," right before being run over, it's a fun payoff you might miss on a first viewing. The bar scene is pure chaos and fun, though it does run a little long. But the movie really nails the gremlins' anarchic energy, smoking, drinking, gambling, even flashing trench coats. It's so absurd it works. And let's not forget Gremlins was one of the first movies to blow up a movie theater on the screen. Take that and Glorious Bastards in the Final Destination. Overall, it's a mix of horror, comedy, and holiday vibes that feels unlike anything else. For me, Gremlins lands a solid 3 out of 5. The 4K transfer is on the dark side. Since I never owned the Blu-ray and didn't catch it in theaters, I can't say for sure if this is faithful to the original look or just a case of black levels being crushed. Given that so much of the film takes place at night, it might be intentional. Where the 4K shines is in texture and detail. You can really see the strands of fur on the gremlins as well as the dog's coat. The natural film grain is still present but not overbearing, which I appreciate. The audio comes in a Dolby mix. Now, I don't have a sound bar, just my TV speakers, but it still sounded clean and balanced to me. Nothing groundbreaking, but solid. Unfortunately, there aren't any new special features here, which is a bit disappointing for a film this iconic. All things considered, I'd give the 4K disc, picture, sound, and extras a 3.5 out of 5. So right here we have the standard edition of the 4K. As you can see, I don't have the slipcover because I bought it a couple years later. It came out in, I believe, 2019, and it's actually still on the expensive side. It'll go for like 20 bucks or something nowadays. You do have the digital code right there, which has been used, and we have the brown disc is the 4K, and the clear disc is the Blu-ray. There is also a exclusive steelbook that I think was sold at Best Buy, and it has it's like black and red. I'll insert a picture here, and it has the 3 rules right there on the front. So all the special features are on the Blu-ray disc, and a pet peeve for me is when there's no menu screen. So when you play the film, or when you put the disc in, the film starts playing, and you have to pause it and go to your special features, and it has this pop-up while the movie is playing. So that drives me crazy when movies, when physical media releases do that. But we have a filmmaker's commentary with Joe Dante. We have a cast commentary with director Joe Dante and actors Zach Galligan, Phoebe Cates, and more. Commentary off, a Gremlins behind-the-scenes featurette, a brief 6-minute 1984 promotional featurette with some behind-the-scenes footage, additional footage, additional scenes without commentary, with commentary. We go over to the right side and we have a photo gallery, trailer 1, trailer 2, Gremlins 2, the new batch trailer, and then that's pretty much it. So how does Gremlins hold up for you, and do you consider it a Christmas movie? Let me know in the comments section below. And as always, if you enjoyed this video, don't forget to like, comment, and subscribe. You can also follow me on Instagram at MovieMagic1996 for more content. Thanks so much for everything, and remember, go watch a movie today.